my name is Danielle, and welcome to Ask a Question, where we discuss both sides of every topic. Today we are discussing the controversial topic of whether forensics can be classified as a real science or not. With us today we have David, a world-renowned forensic scientist, and over here we have Fortune, a professor in the University of New York with a degree in science. We'll ask you both a series of questions. You will each have an allotted time to answer the questions. Let's get started, shall we?
We shall.
First question of the night goes to Fortune. Fortune, would you mind explaining to everyone here why you think forensic science has its faults?
Of course. One reason that forensic science has its faults is that many tests used in the laboratories come out as false positives. Psychologist Aaron Morris, who works with the Los Angeles County Public Defender's Office, has compiled a list of 25 false positives, going back several decades.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. That is now being used to challenge fingerprint evidence in the U.S. courts. A specific case illustrating how easy false positives can come about is the Mayfield case from 2004. A partial fingerprint was found on a blasting cap of a bomb used for a terrorist explosion. That fingerprint led to the arrest of an Oregon lawyer named Brandon Mayfield.
Doesn't that mean that the tests are accurate and they're good?
No, because 2 weeks later, the FBI were forced to release Mayfield after another man was a better match to the fingerprint that they found on the blasting cap. Labs make mistakes like these all the time, and we cannot rely on these lab tests to decide what really happened.
That's a twisted turn I did not expect. Okay, let's give David a chance now to see what his rebuttal is. It's very obvious Fortune has very strong opinions about this. Do you have an opinion about it as well?
Yes, thank you for asking for my opinion. The U.S. Department of Justice's researchers branch, the National Institute of Justice, launched the first large-scale research program to classify fingerprints according to their visual complexity and to determine how likely examiners are to make errors. The vast majority of fingerprints are not a problem. Even fingerprinting's harshest critics concede that the technique is probably more accurate than identification methods based on hair, blood type, ear prints, or anything else except DNA. Every person has their own unique individual set of fingerprints, so it makes it harder for a criminal to frame someone else for his crime or to say that they don't belong to him.
Okay, that was very interesting, David. Thanks for your opinion. Now, since Fortune got to answer the first question first, now it's your turn to answer this one. Where'd you go? Oh, there
Hello.
you are. There you are. Interesting entrance. Very, very nice entrance.
Thank you.
Okay.
I try.
I know you do. I know. It's okay. Okay. We love you for that, but don't jump on my head. Okay.
Thanks.
Now, okay. Here's your turn for the
I love you.
Here's your turn for your question. Many people disagree with how forensics is portrayed on TV shows such as CSI or NCIS. What are your views on how television reflects forensics?
So, I've realized that when TV shows do lab tests such as fingerprint analysis, they show a degree of methodological sloppiness. They show forensics examiners as doing tests based on errors and concepts that they have in their own minds. The TV show portrayed one forensic scientist doing many jobs such as a fingerprint test, DNA test, ballistics test, facial recognition test, and a facial recognition test. This is very unrealistic and doesn't show the way forensics analysts really work. Each analyst specializes in a specific field and only works in that field with those specific tests, so they can focus on one area and not make any mistakes.
So you don't have some flashy entrance for us, just like David?
No, not today. But hopefully my answer will make up for it.
Okay, go ahead.
The TV program shows how frequently mistakes can happen in the lab. The TV programs show the results of tests and how the analysis magically solved the crimes with what they think actually happened, not based on facts. They put all their results together to come up with a conclusion solely based on how they interpret evidence as a result of their tests.
Okay, thank you. That was very interesting. I learned a lot of things this past hour. Thank you. I'd like to say thank you to both of you for coming in today and discussing your opinions. Now you guys can both have a minute to say what's on your mind.
What I've realized is most sciences are debated and scrutinized at scientific conferences, with many scientists putting in their own opinion. Forensics doesn't work that way. The research is mostly done in the crime labs themselves throughout the trial and error method. That's not the way to validate scientific information. This is one of the main reasons that many people don't accept forensics to be a credible science. There's no human input on what goes on. A lot of it is based on machines and technology, and that is not what people are used to.
Forensic science. Whoa, it's very lopsided. Forensic science is at an advantage because it uses test results. It doesn't rely on opinions of other people. It's not like other sciences where people can change what is already acceptable by others. Forensics is based on tests and results and not on the way people interpret information. To many people, forensics is a credible science because it's all based on machines, and machines are less likely to make simple human error mistakes. I still love you, Rabbi Lubner.
Thank you so much to both of you for joining us today. I know it was a
Thank
lengthy
you.
program, but we got through it. It's all good.
Good.
I hope you viewers enjoyed our show, and I hope you come back next Monday night for another interesting topic. Bye.
I'll be
Thank
topless,
you.
don't worry about it.
Bye. What did they call it? The boobers.
Print test. They show a degree of methodological. Such a fake word.
I don't know how to talk at that camera.
So it's
Do you have a response to what Fortune said?
Excuse me, that's not what's written here.